And let's just face it, all of us use reviews to buy. One of the first things that we do is we Google what are the reviews of this company or product or service before we actually think about buying it, because we want to hear what other people are thinking about it. If it doesn't have good reviews, you're not going to move forward. And if it does, you are. And so the key to growing a great business is realizing, hey, if I get a bunch of reviews, meaning I get a bunch of happy customers, and I do that by giving a good product or service that is more value than they're paying for, I can actually grow something very substantial and big here. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can build $1 million business just by getting good reviews. And there's proof of how to do it. I've done it multiple times. It's really actually one of the best ways to build a business. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Trenton Hughes. I'm former co-founder of a couple different businesses that scaled into multi-millions, one called Helpware, one called Station Entertainment. One of those ended up being a over 1,000 employee company. At this point, I invest in different businesses and just look at trying to help other entrepreneurs as they're trying to grow through their journey. I went through a lot of struggles. I think a lot of people do. And so I'm here to hopefully save you some of those struggles that I went through and get you there a little bit faster than I did and other people have done. So today we're going to talk about how you can build $1 million business based on reviews only. Now, at the heart of it, when you think about how you get good reviews, you first off have to have a good product or service. And in order to have a good product or service, it doesn't necessarily matter what it is or if you're the best even. What matters is the value perception that the customer is getting. Meaning, do they feel like they're getting more value than they're paying for? It could be something super expensive, but if they feel like they're getting way more value than they're paying for, then it's worth it to them. Let's say that you have a $200,000 product or service, they feel like it's worth $1 million, then they're going to feel like it's a steal. Same thing if you go to a diner and you go to a super cheap diner where it's a couple bucks per item and it's pretty good food, but you're like, man, it's so cheap that I feel like I'm getting good stuff here. You're going to feel like you've gotten good value, which is going to leave you wanting to leave a good review. And so at the end of the day, when you can get customers that are leaving good reviews because they feel like they have more value than they're paying for, you have something there. And when you have something like that, it can go viral, meaning that people are going to tell other people about it. They're going to tell other people that, hey, I love this and it was great. And they're going to leave you reviews if you ask for those reviews. One of the ways you ask is just simply by asking, because most of the employers out there, companies out there, don't do a good job asking. People aren't going to do things unless you ask them to. And you can say, hey, it means a lot to our business. You can incentivize them. Hey, love to give you a little discount the next time you use us, or a little gift for leaving us a review, but we really appreciate it. By doing that, though, you're going to incentivize people to give you more reviews. And here's the great thing about reviews. SEO means search engine optimization, and a lot of different companies pay tons of money to try to show up towards the top of the search results. So if you live in a city and you have a plumbing business, and there's companies out there that you can hire to pay a ton of money in order to show up towards the top if you're trying to get good search results when people are Googling plumbers in your area. But the other thing that's already existing out there is Google reviews. And Google reviews show up at the top of any search result you look for. And it's not just Google reviews. There's other types of businesses too. You might be a B2B service or a SaaS company. And there's top review sites that are going to show up at the top, like Clutch or Good Firms or G2. So if you go search for top staffing companies or top marketing agencies, or if you go local, top restaurants in my area, there's always going to be a top result in there that has something about reviews. You're going to look at the reviews of those people. And let's just face it, all of us use reviews to buy. One of the first things that we do is we Google what are the reviews of this company or product or service before we actually think about buying it, because we want to hear what other people are thinking about it. If it doesn't have good reviews, you're not going to move forward. And if it does, you are. And so the key to growing a great business is realizing, hey, if I get a bunch of reviews, meaning I get a bunch of happy customers, and I do that by giving a good product or service that is more value than they're paying for, I can actually grow something very substantial and big here. And so one of our companies, we realized that our competitors weren't really getting reviews and they were much bigger than us. We had a bunch of happy customers. And so all we did was, hey, can you guys go leave us reviews on this site? All of a sudden, within a few months, when people started to search for top staffing companies or top marketing agencies, they started to find us. And that started to spread, because then we started getting more customers through inbound leads. And we also had customers saying, hey, and they were telling their friends, hey, these guys are great, go check them out, all through good reviews. We started to explode in growth. And so there's a first couple of years of building where you need to put out that service and make it good. And you start getting enough reviews. It takes a while to get enough reviews. But once you start getting enough reviews and you continually give a good service, all of a sudden things can really snowball and explode. And truthfully, our business has reached multi-millions, not just 1 million. And so most businesses, if you focus on how you can get great reviews from happy customers and you continue to make happy customers, let the reviews build the business for you, because there's so much power in the SEO that it brings in automatically. At the end of the day, that's any business. You think about it, anyone that's done well and anyone that hasn't done well. On the opposite side, if you don't give good service, bad reviews will bring you down real fast. People will see those, they'll tell their friends, and that can really detriment a business and put it under. So you have to pay attention to this stuff, which means just always continually think about, how do I make my customers happy? How do I make them feel like they're getting so much value that they're definitely going to feel like it's a 5-star or more? Versus if you give them 4, 3, or 2-star service, well, you're going to get reviews for that, and you're going to have people telling other people about it, and that's going to spread. And so at the end of the day, if you want your business to grow, you just need to be better than competition, which means you need to have a better perceived value. And you need to make sure you're not getting those bad reviews, which is where some of the other competitors might be doing, and they're going to fall, and you're going to succeed, and you're going to start going up and up. More revenue, more leads, more happy customers, more recurring customers, more repeat business, maybe potential upsells. That is where it's at, and that is how you grow $1 million business. Love to hear your thoughts on this one. Any other topics you want to see or hear about, I'm here to help entrepreneurs grow. So